Hero with Hands of Change. I'm Isis.
And I'm Caradwin. And today we're going to talk about why some people may be drawn to the pagan path.
It's a really interesting question, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
And there's so many different stories. I promise we won't overrun you with them. Many Wiccans say that when they discover Wicca, it was something that they believed and then discovered it was a religion or a spirituality path. Quite a few people come to it because it isn't a patriarchal religion. And some feel empowered by that.
Wicca is something that honors both feminine and masculine energies. So it tends to create an environment of inclusion and diversity.
Right. And depending on the group, gender takes more or less of an important role. In a more traditional group, leadership comes in the form of a high priest, high priestess. In Dianic groups, leadership is matriarchal, and they usually completely exclude men.
Sorry, men.
Hands of Change has a permeable hierarchy, which kind of means everyone in the group at one time or another is going to lead and direct ritual.
Yeah, we don't have an official high priest and high priestess who run the whole show. We have some varying levels of membership. People who are more senior members who've been in the group for a really long time, but we encourage everybody who is a member to write rituals and lead them, which I think leads to everyone feeling empowered.
Right. And with Hands of Change, our gender roles are blurred at best. So sometimes, the male will take on the goddess aspect, or the female will take on the god aspect of her ritual. Because we honor those two both within us at the same time, kind of working in tandem.
Right, every person has both energies inside them, and we really encourage people to get in touch with the energies that they may not always feel the most in touch with, to kind of bring that out of themselves and find balance.
Usually people drawn to Wicca have an innate love for Wicca, an innate love for nature, and a deep reverence for the earth.
So a lot of Wiccans love to go camping, but some don't. In particular, I'm not a huge fan of bugs, so I don't really do sleeping in the woods.
Right.
And that's okay.
That's fine. We're not all woodsy campers. And with Hands of Change, we actually take time out during the year to do some events like our annual Little Pickup to take care of the earth. And then little things like at the Pagan Picnic, where we're switching to all compostable utensils and whatnot, just to lessen our carbon footprint.
To really take care of Gaia, of Mother Earth.
Right.
I know one of the things that I really love about being a member of Hands of Change is that feeling of empowerment, and the fact that in our rituals, every person who is present takes an active role. There's never a time where you're, sitting watching somebody else praying for you or doing something that you can't also participate in.
Right, because with the pagan path, it's a very personal, very individual path. Everyone's going to have their own path, and we all see those paths as equal to ours, even though, I know me and you not always on the same wavelength, and we have different pantheons.
Not always on the same wavelength.
And it's fine, because Isis's truth is just as valid and just as important as mine.
We're not saying that every person who comes to a Wiccan circle, whether it's Hands of Change or somebody else, has completely self-actualized and is totally on the right path and knows exactly what they're doing. It's okay to still be finding your path. We hope that by joining or participating in a group like ours, you can find some more spiritual growth and fulfillment.
Right, and I think most of us can say that we're not completely actualized, because I know on a regular basis I am learning more things, either adding them or taking them away from my path. So, truly eclectic.
You might be a pagan if you are really into keeping an open mind about the world, exploring different views, even if those views are different than how you were raised.
If you're interested in becoming more self-aware and developing your identity.
If you're interested in becoming more spiritually mature and maybe nurturing or nourishing a relationship with different deities.
If you want to be responsible for your beliefs and your actions and your reality instead of, always depending on some outside force.
If you feel like you need a way to keep the spiritual beliefs that are in tune with yourself, but to maybe discard some of the ones that you don't feel match with your personal belief system.
Right, and in turn, using your own power, your identity, to create your reality as opposed to just reacting or responding to the cards you were dealt.
So if any of those things or any large combination of those things sound like you, we encourage you to continue watching, to maybe reach out to us down below, ask us questions.
And please click on the website link that should also be down below, and that'll explain a little bit more of our philosophy and belief system a little more in depth.
We look forward to seeing you elsewhere on the path.